everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to create this cute bralette just maybe under half an hour, or if you're a fast sewer, it could be less. To begin, we want to create our circle, and for this I have a really good method for you guys to create an easy circle straight onto the fabric without any pattern. So for this I'm using yarn. You can use any stronger string. I would prefer string because while you are pulling the yarn it can stretch and it can ruin your measurements. So make sure to use a string or something that would not be stretchy. And as you guys can see, I'm going to create the circle like I just showed you. So for this, first we want to measure our thread, and for me the standard circle, the size I am doing, I am a 34B and it perfectly fits me. Okay, and depending on that you can go bigger on your circle. It's super easy. I'm just going to give you a standard measurement. So for this I'm going to have a 34 centimeter center of the circle, but because we want to go with the thread we're going to half it, so that's 17 centimeters. I'm going to have my thread, string, yarn, whatever you are using, and I'm going to cut at 17 centimeters. Okay, so I'm just going to cut my yarn. Guys, I do recommend you guys not to use yarn. I'll tell you why in like a few seconds. So this is meant to be 34 centimeters, guys, okay? And once I drew my circle with chalk, it came out as 37 centimeters, and that's because yarn does stretch. So if you want to do the perfect one with the perfect measurements, just use anything that would not stretch. Okay, so as you guys can see, I'm going to do a little test. Once you drew your circle, make sure to go with the tape measure and make sure everywhere on the circle is equal. As I told you, I did 34, guys. This is 37 because my yarn stretched, but you go with the 34 centimeters. Now I am going to cut out my perfect circle. Now I have cut out my circle, and what we're going to do next, if Stormy would ever let me, we're going to fold this into a quarter and we're going to cut the area here. So this makes us having like two half circles. So make sure everything is in place. Hold the center before you fold so nothing would move, and you can pin this and then cut the sides to make two half circles. Okay, so now that we have two, I'm going to show you the position of how you would wear it. So the curve area would be under the bust area. So this is the right position of how we would wear it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to find the center of each piece. This is where we would want to put our straps. So it's easier once it's like being marked, then keep folding it and wanting to see the center. So here I'm going to fold the seam, the edges on each other, and with the scissors I'm just going to create a little snip. This is how I can find my center, and also I'm going to do it with the other one as well. Okay, so now we're going to create some straps. We only need 2 straps, so the width of the straps is all up to you, but the length with this measurements that I'm doing for you guys, it's going to be 50 centimeters, guys, and the width that I chose was 4 centimeters. It depends on what kind of width you guys want. So these are the straps that I just created. So now I'm going to open the half a circles and I'm going to place our strap on the part that we just marked as the center, and it's going to come down with a 45-degree angle. So when we close our half a circle and bring it to a quarter of a circle, this line, this strap that we just created, is going to place right into the center, coming straight down. So I'm going to give you a closer view. So this is where I marked my center of my half a circle, and we're going to place the strap from the top of where we marked with a 45-degree angle. So when we close it and create the quarter of a circle, this line, this strap is going to be in the center and it's going to be secured by the stitching these 2 lines. Okay guys, so now I have done the sewing. I have sewn both ends on both of my quarter of a circle. I'm just going to show you a closer view. This way you have secured your strap and closed both ends. So I'm just going to cut the excess, the bulky part of the strap sticking out, and also that corner that we really want a neat corner. So I'm just going to cut it with the scissors for when we turn it inside out, everything's going to be smooth and neat. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it inside out. We want to turn them both to the right side, and this is what we're going to have. So this is your strap where it goes from front to your back. I did 50 centimeters, guys, remember, but if you want a longer strap, you can measure from the top of this bralette where it's going to be till back of where you think you want to put your strap around your waist. It's all up to you. This is a little beginning on how to start, and then all the adjustment is all up to you, and you're free to design your own style. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to give it a really good press and make sure that everything is flattened so it would stay in place. So I'm just going to give this a good press and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so I have pressed both, and now what we're going to do is we're going to gather the under and get it to 15 or 14 centimeters. So you can do a really big stitch like 4mm stitch to easy do the gathering. And as you guys know, we have many gathering tutorials, so make sure to check my recent video on YouTube and Instagram where we have the great method of how to create a gathering with just your sewing machine. My final measure here with the gathering is 15 to 16 centimeters, and now we're going to create the strap that goes around our waist. The length that I chose is 88 centimeters, and the width is 10 centimeters with 1 centimeter seam allowance pressed on each side. We have an elastic in the center back, so don't worry about the size. So I'm going to find the center, and the reason why I'm doing this, I'm going to mark it with my little marker. As you guys can see, this is my center. The reason I'm doing this and finding the center is because we want to put the cups from the distance of 1 centimeter of each side from the center. So this is where we are going to put our cups in between our waistband. So I'm just going to mark 1 centimeter on each side, and I'm going to put my cup in between our strap. Okay guys, so to attach these straps, we do go diagonally, I can't even speak. So you don't go straight to from the shoulder to the back. It's going to go from the right side of your bralette to the left side of your waist strap, and also from the left of your bralette to the right side of your strap. And the distance from our cup towards the strap is going to be 11 centimeters. Okay, so now you can top stitch and stitch everything in place. As you guys can see, don't stitch right to the end of your waistband, because this is where we need to attach these two ends together before you finish the strap. So I'm just going to sew these two ends together, and then this is where we're going to put our elastic. The elastic that we also want to put, it's going to be 16 centimeters of elastic that would go through. You're going to close, and then you can do a few top stitches to hold the elastic in place, and then we are done with our bralette. And this is our final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and until my next video, I'll see you guys soon.